Yesterday, Jennifer Aniston, again, has been talking about relationships and giving advice. Does that bother you, Mel?
No, I'm joking, I'm joking. Go on, carry on.
Well, she believes that a woman's responsibility is to keep a relationship on the straight and narrow. And she says that women complain that men don't do enough, but it's our fault. She says, you train your man to do nothing, you can't then blame someone for not knowing what his or her job should be if you don't ask for it. So I guess what she's saying is you have to be clear with your instructions. And what do we think? Is she right? What do you reckon, Mel?
Well, I think, luckily, I'm in a relationship where we don't have to say, this is your job, that's your job. It's kind of, we fuse together and work it out as we go along. But that's because we know each other. I think entering into...
Was it like that from the beginning of when you first met, or was that something you learned?
Well, he was my friend before, so that kind of helped.
Do you think it's got anything to do with the difference between the American and the British guys?
Yeah, I do think the British guys do have it kind of a little bit hard. I think American guys have it a little bit more easy because everybody in America likes to talk about things openly.
And what would you say that Stephen's sex, did you say? What? Did you say that?
No, everything. You've got sex in your brain.
Mel is next to me.
What does that mean?
What kind of sex? No, sorry. What would be the main chores that he would do? Are they equally distributed within the?
Well, he's the main cook of the house. And, yeah, we share cleaning, we share chores. My kids have chores to earn their pocket money. It's like how I grew up.
Well, it is.
Listen and learn, you two.
What do you mean? So the fact is that everybody in your household shared the chores out?
Oh, yeah. I saw my mum and dad working. They went off to work and came back. And then they always made sure that we did our part of the household duties, whether it be cleaning our room, hoovering, washing up, ironing. Yeah, and that's how I guess how I run my household.
But I think the problem with this, with what Jennifer Aniston is saying, is, you know, she's saying, you know, they need to be trained, they need to be told what to do. If you tell them what to do, then you're accused of being a complete and utter nag.
Yeah.
So you can't win either way. If you don't tell them what to do, they won't do it and think, oh, have I landed on my feet?
I don't necessarily agree with that, Coleen. I mean, I think because you
really?
know what... No, because I know what you're like with Ray.
And I know what you're like with Tim.
No, because
you're a nag.
No, because what you're like with Ray is you just do everything for him, even take him up breakfast to bed with a massive hangover.
I don't do everything for Ray. You know, at the moment, I'm away from home, Ray does it all. He's looking after Kira, he does the housework, he's sorting everything out.
But so does Tim.
Well, because if Tim doesn't, his life's not worth living.
No, that's just not true. That's just not true. Because what we do is, if one of us is working and the other isn't, like at the moment, he is a bit like being my wife. But what I do think is that with men, and maybe this is a generalisation, that no matter how hands-on they are, like at the moment, he'll phone me and say, what do you want for your dinner, pet? And last night I got a lovely Lincoln potato soup when I went in. And at the moment, we've apparently had a lovely crop of fruit in the garden. I haven't seen the fruit, but apparently we have a lovely crop of it in the garden. And he is just making jam till it's coming out of your ears. Now, obviously, I've never asked him, so I might say, darling, there's a couple of things I'd like you to do. And I go in and I say, have you done... No, but there's lots of jam, brilliant. Lots of jam, strawberry jam, damson jam, now damson gin. And a bit like when we had the chickens, I can see people coming to the house and going, please don't mention toast in case he gives us some jam. Like they used to do at the eggs, going, we don't want an omelette at the Healy's. So I think that sometimes they'll do cooking, even though I don't necessarily want something to eat that night, he'll do cooking. I think Darren does that, doesn't he, sometimes, with a roast dinner?
Oh, Darren's obsessed with roast dinners. As the winter's coming, I know now. In fact, we had one the other night, and it was the first of the season. It was like the beginning of the football season for him. Oh, look at that. We blended one up for Ben. He had it the next day. You know, and I know from here on until the sun starts shining brightly again, I'll have about 4 a week.
Really?
But why doesn't he know? Why doesn't he know that you don't want it there? Oh. Why doesn't he know that you don't want it? Why don't you tell him?
Because he likes to cook them.
Because he loves cooking them.
Why do you get him to cook something that you do like?
Because he loves it, and why am I going to ruin his fun? That
That's
makes
for
him
him,
happy.
though, not you.
Exactly.
Ben likes to play in his sandpit. Darren likes to do roast dinners. I'm not going to spoil their fun. What do I like to do? I like a quiet hour to get on the phone and catch up with my mates. Oh. And that's what I get. Well, that's all happening. Everyone's a winner.
Well, they can't win, really, because they're damned if they do and damned if they don't, aren't they? If they empty the dryer, they've emptied it wrong. If they don't empty it, why didn't they?
Exactly. Or if you say, darling, would you mind possibly emptying the tumble dryer? giving your orders again, are you?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I practically beg So you can't win. So I think sometimes you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. And maybe Jennifer's got a point. Maybe we need to be a bit clearer.
If they do the vacuuming or anything, it has to be left in the middle of the floor just in case you miss it when you come in. Boiling me.
OK, here's your...